the supposed Arab Africans, they are capturing their fellow blacks, putting them inside cage in this 2024, and they are selling them as slaves. I'm talking about people are being like paraded as we want to sell you. If they grab me like this, it no matter who I be, who you be. For Libya, they will check and see how much I am worth, maybe $500. If you are strong and you're physical, you're probably going to be sold for $1,000. Like they are selling human beings. They are capturing people. You see those people who are like crossing the desert because they are going to Europe. Many of them have ended up in the captivity, in prisons of all these Arab slavers in this 2024. So, why would CAF allow Libya to participate in AFCON in the first place? How? Why? Because, you know, when you allow them that way, that means people will have to go to that country to play the qualifiers, Abi. Others are saying that even if they are to be allowed, no single international match should ever be held in that place. Yeah, probably you take it to Algeria. Somebody said that, I think it was David Unde that was like, it should, if they are to be allowed at all to participate in AFCON, they were not supposed to be hosting any country in that country. And then Nigeria, you needed to see the drama that followed before Nigeria finally, the Nigerian government finally kind of like, normal. In that situation, even though Nigeria don't get level anymore, because that's what this is all about now. It is more or less like Nigeria does not have any level in Africa per se. And it is not now, though. Maybe it's just worse now. I have known this for a while that, yeah, there are so many African countries that do not rate Nigeria or Nigerians. When I say do not rate you, I'm talking about if they have a chance, right? They will infringe on that your rights, that your supposed human rights, whatever it is, that you will begin to ask yourself, are we not fellow Africans? Are we not supposed to be Africans, fellow Africans? There is no regard, no respect. So what is that advantage of being from Nigeria again? Can somebody tell me in Africa? So if I go anywhere and say I am a Nigerian without green passports, nobody gives a shit about me per se. In fact, some of them probably would be a little bit cautious and careful. I know some of you will say, hey, some Nigerians that are, you shut up your mouth. It's not just you. It is because the failed criminal, the criminals in charge of that country who have failed the country, they've now made, instead of Nigeria to be a bit of like the America of Africa, now we have become like the refugees of Africa, where a lot of African countries probably sees us as a burden where a lot of us just want to run away from that contraption, run away from it. Such a way we have no respect anywhere. No real respect anywhere. Nigeria used to be so respected, though. I have to tell you this. So Nigeria used to be the big brother in Africa. Volunteering soldiers to trouble the part of Africa, troubled countries in Africa. You will see Nigerian soldiers stay here and there, loading cash money into aircrafts to bail out some of these African countries in time of trouble. So where did Nigeria get it so wrong? Enough that nobody gives a piece of anything about us anymore. I'll leave you to that. Our own Sowore, it was in Ghana. You remember, I think it was 2 days ago. No, sorry, about 3 days ago now, when Sowore was being harassed. Was being harassed by the Nigeria immigration, because they said his name was on their watch list. You see, Nigeria is now being run by criminals who a lot of us have figured out now that they are the compromised, compromised assets of the Western world, especially America. America opened their eyes enough that they backed a drug dealer, heroin trafficker that they have so much on, to become the president of Nigeria, no sanction, no nothing. And today, right, the criminals in charge of Nigeria who have now concluded their state capture of that contraption, they are now criminalizing the the movement of supposed citizens of the country who they considered as threats. Put it that way. So Sowore was in Accra when he left Nigeria. So you remember this Galamsey, I think it's called Galamsey protest. I shared something on that about 2.5 weeks ago. Yeah, the Ghanaians who are protesting the illegal mining that has destroyed their water, what do you call it, their waterbed, destroyed their streams, that people can't, some part of Ghana do not have access to any clean, drinkable water anymore because of these illegal mining activities across Ghana, where almost everywhere is now turned to drilling and drilling for gold. Remember that story? Now, those people who protested that their government should do something, they said that most of this gold or these gold mines in Ghana, they are owned by American companies. You know what they do? Once they take all that gold, they move them straight to Dubai, refine them from Dubai, so that they will now find their way to the Western jewelers and jewelry shops. So it would just be like Dubai gold, but they are gold from what? Ghana, Congo, this Congo DR, where people have been enslaved. It's pretty much like a blood money or blood, gold, right? So people who complained, protested, have been hauled into prison. And according to Ghanaians themselves, right, the reason why their government is more harder on the people complaining than going after the illegal mining. It's illegal mining in the sense that the practices, the practice of mining the gold, right, put the environment in serious ruin, which the effect is already being felt by everyone. So rather than the government of Ghana, right, to protect their people, they started jailing them. Their courts are putting protesters in prison. Long prison stay, Some of them were denied legal representation. Now the truth is that they said their presidents, Akufo-Addo, and his family, right? They are getting a real big cut from all of this, where millions of dollars are flowing into their own private account too. So it's like Nigeria, like Ghana. That's what it is. It's just so unfortunate that the effect of what they are doing in Ghana is so enormous that the entire environment in this part of Ghana, right, is so massive. But the government is not listening to them. No. So when Sowore left Nigeria 3 days ago, thereabouts, he was not living for Ghana. Living for the US. He was actually living for Ghana. So one of them whose video really sort of made it to the internet and it went really viral at the time is this guy. So Sowore went. On his way, he was harassed. On his way back, he was also harassed. But he met with him anyway in Accra.
We wish we could just shake hands with you, man. We're proud of you, bro. All right. So we'll see you and just know we're together in this. Oh. Thank you. I hope the condition is not too bad. And you're getting enough food. But you need freedom, man. Freedom is there. Yeah, that's very important. Cool, boy. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, we run the bad governance fight in Nigeria. Well, it will soon spread all over Africa. Yeah, Ghana will not be an exception. Yeah, we're going back today because I came to do long distance running, so I run in Ghana. We have a Ghana marathon yesterday. That is a small one, 5K. So after that, I just told them I'd like to see you guys. All right. No problem. Thank you. We have to create a new generation of allegations are thank you so much. Allegations yes. It can't finish. Oppression, as long as there's oppression, there must be resistance. Thank you, bro. Only one that make our well done. Huh? I said you can. This doesn't.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right, thank you. Officer.
Thank you.
Thank you. I feel very nice.
It is called fraternizing with fellow comrades that are facing the level, the kind of injustice in the hands of criminal leaders in Africa. It's crazy, right? So I'm kudos to Sowore for that, like Sowore will always show up anyway. Yeah, I feel like I should go to Nigeria now so that, I can join and be like, Aluta, Continua, Victoria, Tata. I hope I'm not giving some of you HBP there. Like, what did he just say? Yeah, I just feel like buying a ticket and go inside Nigeria and be like, no joke, I mean it. But yeah, well done, Sowore. And then on his way back, as usual, this also happened.
She is with me now.
Thank you, sir. I'll call you. Thank you for what you're doing. Yeah. That's why you met me there. You tell me they're watching. But tonight I'm not going to give you guys a hard time, but you better remove it before I come back next time. Otherwise, everywhere will catch hell.
That's soon.
Bye-bye.
Where? Sorry, sir. Where?
Because why do they keep saying his name is on a watch list? Like, why is his name on the watch list of Nigeria? Because Tinubu's government would rather keep a lot of people like that on their watch and embarrass them, in and out, where the real criminals, the real rogues, the real criminals responsible for what Nigerians are facing are just moving in and out of the contraption whenever they want. Name on the watch list. I need somebody to help me check if my name is on the watch list of Nigeria too. Yeah. I know I probably do not have any business on that list because I've not got really any real influence anywhere. So somebody like me is not a threat per se, like this one is just a social media, noise maker. Because I can't call you out and say, everybody, tomorrow we are shutting down. Where should we shut down again? Like we are shutting down so place. Shut up, man. Because I never presented myself as a leader of any group or of anybody per se. So I don't think My name will be on their watch list. Let me watch a list. Still put it. Yesterday in Benin City, or sorry, not Benin City, in Etsako, north area of Edo State, the younger people of a community called Agenebode. Agenebode. Do I pronounce that right? By the way, is that right? Agenebode or Agenebode. That's from Etsako, north local government area of Edo State. Something happened. A young man was kidnapped by Fulani terrorists. They demanded for ransom. So the families and friends, they rally around to get the ransom, and they paid the ransom to his kidnappers. Only for his kidnappers to still go ahead and they killed him and dumped his body. But they kept his phone. So they reported to the police. Police couldn't do anything. But the youth didn't give up. Agenebode, God bless you. That's the pronunciation, right? Thank you. So the youth, right, didn't give up. So they kind of went ahead to keep tracking his mobile phone until they tracked it to a particular location, which happened to be the Hausa community. It's like the Sabo area of that Agenebode community. Their effort yielded result that they found the phone, and they found it with one Fulani guy. Immediately, they swung into action, grabbed these people, this person, and they handed him over to the police. Only for them to hear later that the police have released him. How? Why would they do that? So the youth went back in protest, like, is it true that you released this person? How dare you? Yeah. The next thing, the police just brought out their guns. As usual. And they killed another person there. One person got killed. That triggered the further anger that led to the full attack on the police station. They burned down the entire police station as reported. So I've taken out the fire because something they caused them sort of a panic here on YouTube. So I've kept that out. But here is an eyewitness account.
Finally, this is the area of the boy. That is the house of the boy where he built his house. And the Hausa men are living here. This other building here. Finally, the Agenebode youth has gone to the police station, and they got to the police station and, burnt the police station down, bring out the boy. After bringing down the boy has to take us to the place where the other Agenebode boy is being buried. Now the Agenebode boy, we find him buried in this house. Not only him, there are other girls. There's a girl that has ribbon on her hair, buried too. They buried about 5 people. They've kidnapped 5 people that killed them. They collect their part of their body. They buried them here. So that is where we are now. And Agenebode people are ready to burn the Hausa boy down. They've killed 3 already in the police station. The police people ran away. Police people have run away now. We find the place that they buried the boy. We are here. They buried the boy in this place. Yeah, this place you are seeing people are breaking that. That is where the police, this thing stayed, the Hausa boys. Odufa giving this report. Odufa Dukes giving this report now. So we finally got what we want. We've killed 3 Hausa men already from the police station. And the other one that killed the boy brought us to this place where they buried the boy. And the other girls that was being buried along with the boy too. And they said they have killed 5 people so far since they came to Agenebode. So thank God we got what we want.
So let me rephrase. The community said, if you are from Edo State, there is the northern part of Edo State, so to say, where the problem of kidnappings kidnapping for ransom, and maybe kidnapping for organ harvesting, and all of that seems to be very rampant. People are being killed and their body will be dumped here and there. So when this young person, this young man that got kidnapped, right, is news got out there, okay, ransom paid, and then he got killed until they tracked his phone and they tracked it to that place, arrested one of them, only for the police said to have, they said they have released them. But in the process, like that reporter said, okay, what they did was that the one that, I mean, they ended up having to kill 3, but not until when they found out that the first, I mean, the young man they killed, collected ransom, was still killed, wasn't the only person. There were 4 others, including a lady, right? So one of them led the mob to the location where they buried the bodies, okay? And according to the youth, they had to take the law into their own hands, where the police won't do their own job. So they killed 3 of the alleged kidnappers, okay? And according to him, they got what they wanted, which is to them justice. And the justice was that they had an abode where kidnappers have been living with them. According to him, he called them the Hausa boys and all that. But there's another video there that was like, no, they were actually like a Fulanis too. Kidnapping for ransom, but not that they had a plan of letting their victims go. 5 bodies were dug out. Who are those who have been missing from the community? I mean, how do they actually really do that? What the heck is really going on? There used to be, when I was growing up in Ijebu, we had Hausa communities where we call this Sabo. Then we have some of them who actually live with us, you know, where all of us live. It's not like they have their own separate place. They have their businesses. Some of them work as farm help or farm hands. We call them the laborers. You can go in there and hire them if you need to dig anything, they soak away. You want to dig a well, there are places you go to, they are there. Some of them are like traders. I remember Ali. There was a guy called Ali. There's another one called Aruno. There's another one called Awalu. I can't remember all the names, okay? The ones who is selling suya to all of us, right? The other one selling the normal provisions, we call it provisions, okay? The corner shop. There's nothing you wanted from that shop that you won't get from Aruno's shop. So, as that changed, like, as things got so bad that it's more convenient now. And back then, we never really care whether you are Fulani or Hausa or Kanuri or nobody really cares, right? But these days, it's like people move to communities, mask their intention, then resorting to kidnapping the people from the community in a way that even the policemen are like, either they are like a culpable in collusion, or they just do not have the capacity to keep the people safe by detecting crime as it should be. Kidnapping within community, like you saw the house, this is where they were living. Look at the house of the person they kidnapped. It's like kidnapping somebody who is your neighbor. They demanded for ransom, then killed him, then buried him. And others. What is going on? Is that the new reality in Nigeria now? Or this is just one of? 6 years ago when I went for my mom's burial, I have never been so afraid in my own hometown like I was that night. So it was around 2 a.m. So we had a lot of people who came for the burial as well, like people who came home. And I had to put them in different places, you know, it wasn't like hotels, because Sodobolu now, that was my hometown. You know what I mean? So people had, like, as they say, we are almost like, all of us are like families. So I'm friends. So I had people stayed in, in my past family house. So I was like checking on them in the middle of the night, going there from here to there. Then we were at a place and I just sat there chilling in the house. We were talking. Then I started hearing. Then we came to the balcony. And there they were. Almost 1,000 cows. Right? Like out of